Okay, here's what I liked about the book of Luke. Um, in 8:10 it says pretty much that the Bible is like a parable, and you should read it as such. The reason Jesus had a problem with the Jews is they took everything literally. They were all concerned about flesh and traditions and literally something to do with their bodies versus just loving Him in your heart. Okay, I mean, the law didn't work, so Jesus gave us grace and stuff. Um, and in 825, the wind and the water obeyed Jesus. And I just find it interesting because Nietzsche affected lightning and Emerson affected the breeze. Check out my videos from years ago. Um, and Nietzsche is supposedly some kind of Jesus, not the Jesus, but not the second coming, just someone, a messenger to help us, just like Quetzalcoatl, Osiris, Dionysus, whatever. Anyway, it's weird that it's 825 affecting the wind and water because that's the day Nietzsche died. Not only Friedrich Nietzsche, but Jack Nietzsche as well. And guess what? 100 years apart exactly, 1900 and 2000. Both Nietzsche's died August 25th. I just find it interesting. Jesus impressed me in 950 of Luke. He said, "He that is not against us is for us." It's like if they're not like trying to bug on you, then they're a good person, you know? It's like people who try and chastise you are the ones you should worry about. You shouldn't worry about converting everyone. You should just worry about converting people who are really bad or something. Anyway, Luke 11:21 talks about people being armed. Jesus was for self-defense. He said 2 swords are enough. In 11:36, it talks about the body of light. And you got to be a body of light. And I just find it a huge coincidence that the chakras, when you add them all up except the crown chakra, it's 144. The crown chakra is 1,000. 144 times 1,000, 144,000, the elect of the Bible. If you are of light, then you can ascend. So 11:36 says you should be a body of light. And then 12:22 says life is more than the body. And all these Christians talk about stuff in politics that are just about flesh. They're talking about don't have anal sex with a man because that's flesh, you know. That's the wrong thing to do with your flesh. Don't have abortions. That's the wrong thing to do with cells and stem cell research. It's all about the body. You got to be spiritual. It's not about the flesh. This is a soul. The Catholic Church just wanted to make everything literal, you know, and about the body. And that goes into 13:15. He talks about the Sabbath hypocrisy. It's like, well, it's not about not working. If not working turns out to be harder than actually working, then it defies the actual literal point of the Sabbath. Like driving to your synagogue, you can't drive because the car ignition sparks a flame. So it's harder to get to synagogue even though it's the day of rest. I mean, there's all these contradictions in Judaism. 17:21 of Luke says, God is in you. It's not a literal place up there. The birds would be, you know, owning it. If it was in the sea, then the fish would own it. That's why it's in you. That's what the Gnostic Gospel says. Gospel of Thomas, 3rd line. 21:25 is pretty much astrology. There will be signs, sun and the moon. Anyway, I thought it was interesting they mentioned a water bear on 22:10 of Luke. And my birthday's 2/10. I'm Aquarius water bear. Cool, huh? But anyway, the Bible getting into, you have to accept that the Bible had astrology in it and precession of the equinox numbers. Then you'll see it's a really holy scripture. Jesus was in the center of the zodiac. Jesus is the sun and his 12 disciples around him. The sun, S-U-N-S-O-N. I mean, he's responsible for the zodiac. I mean, astrology is part of true Christianity. I'm trying to get to the Gnostic Gospels as well now, because of Philip K. Dick, of course. There's so many of them. I mean, what's true, what's not, you know? You got to read it first before you find out. Anyway, God bless. Y'all have a good one. I love my new iPhone 5C. I have heard rumors that people having weird headaches and shit with the iPhone 5S and the 5C, but I've been okay. So, but other than that, I do enjoy it, even though it's assembled in China by children slaves sometimes. But you know, what isn't these days?